Feeling stuck in loneliness can be overwhelming. Like many of us, you might be struggling to understand why you feel this way and how to break free. But I want you to know, you are not alone in this journey. Millions of people experience loneliness, and there is absolutely no shame in admitting it or seeking help. Loneliness is a universal human emotion. It's that deep yearning for connection, that ache in our hearts when we feel disconnected from others. It's important to remember that loneliness isn't the same as choosing to be alone. Solitude can be a deliberate and rejuvenating experience, a time for introspection and self-discovery. Loneliness, on the other hand, is an unwelcome guest, leaving us feeling empty and lost. In this video, we're going to shine a light on loneliness, exploring its potential causes, understanding its impact on our well-being, and most importantly, arming you with practical strategies to overcome it. We'll delve into the heart of what causes us to feel so disconnected and explore the steps we can take to rebuild those bridges of connection. Throughout this journey, remember this: vulnerability is not weakness, it's our greatest measure of courage. By acknowledging our loneliness and reaching out, we open ourselves to the possibility of genuine connection and support. You see, loneliness can creep into our lives from various avenues. Sometimes it's triggered by significant life changes. A move to a new city where the familiar comforts of home are absent, the loss of a job that once provided a sense of purpose and community, or the ending of a relationship that formed a cornerstone of our social world. Other times, loneliness can stem from our personal circumstances. The pain of losing a loved one can create a void that's difficult to fill. Divorce or separation can disrupt our social circles and leave us feeling adrift. Even struggling with our mental health, like battling anxiety or depression, can make it challenging to connect with others, leading to a vicious cycle of isolation. And here's the thing about loneliness: it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care about your age, your profession, or your relationship status. It can impact anyone, and that's why it's crucial to approach this topic with empathy and understanding. When we recognize that loneliness stems from a human need for connection, we can begin to address it with compassion, both for ourselves and for others. Remember, we're all in this together. Loneliness isn't just an emotional state, it has a profound impact on our overall well-being. When we experience prolonged loneliness, our bodies go into a state of stress, our minds start racing with anxious thoughts, and we may find ourselves spiraling into depression. It's like our internal alarm system is constantly ringing, warning us of danger, even when there's no immediate threat. And this chronic stress can weaken our immune systems, making us more susceptible to illness. The long-term effects of loneliness are concerning. Studies have shown a link between chronic loneliness and an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and even dementia. It's like loneliness chips away at our health, both physically and mentally. But here's the good news: recognizing these impacts is the first step towards taking action. By understanding the profound effects of loneliness, we can empower ourselves to prioritize connection and seek support when we need it most. I know that taking the first step out of loneliness can feel daunting. It's like standing at the edge of a diving board, hesitant to take the plunge. But trust me, the rewards of reaching out far outweigh the fear of rejection. Start small. Send a text message to a friend or family member you haven't spoken to in a while. Give a loved one a call and simply ask, "How are you doing?" You don't need to have a grand plan or a deep philosophical conversation. Just a simple, "I've been thinking of you," can make all the difference. Remember, vulnerability is the birthplace of connection. By reaching out, you're showing courage and a willingness to bridge the gap of loneliness. And you never know, the person you reach out to might be feeling the same way. Your simple act of kindness could be the lifeline they were desperately needing. Chapter 4. Finding your tribe. The power of support groups. Sometimes we need to connect with others who truly understand what we're going through. That's where support groups come in. Whether you join an in-person group or connect with others online, finding a space where you can share your experiences and feelings without judgment can be incredibly therapeutic. In support groups, you'll discover that you're not alone in your struggles. You'll hear stories from others who have faced similar challenges and emerged stronger on the other side. And here's the beauty of it. Support groups aren't just about receiving support, they're about giving it too. When you share your story and offer a listening ear to others, you tap into the power of empathy and create a virtuous cycle of connection. Remember, we rise by lifting others. Chapter 5. Stepping Out. Community activities as a gateway to connection. You know, one of the most effective ways to combat loneliness is to get out there and engage in activities that bring us joy and connect us with like-minded individuals. Think about your interests and passions. Is there a local book club you've been meaning to join? Have you always wanted to learn a new skill like painting or photography? Community centers, adult education classes, and recreational clubs offer fantastic opportunities to meet new people while pursuing activities that light you up. And the best part is, you don't have to be an extrovert to thrive in these settings. Shared interests provide a natural starting point for conversations, allowing connections to form organically. So, take that leap of faith and sign up for something that sparks your curiosity. You might be surprised by the friendships you forge along the way. Chapter 6. The Gift of Giving Volunteering as a Path to Connection. Volunteering is a powerful way to combat loneliness while making a tangible difference in the world. When we shift our focus from our own struggles to serving others, something remarkable happens. We create a sense of purpose and belonging. Volunteering connects us to something larger than ourselves, reminding us that we are needed and valued. Whether it's spending time at a local soup kitchen, walking dogs at an animal shelter, or mentoring youth in our communities, the act of giving back nourishes our souls and fosters a sense of interconnectedness. And here's a little secret: volunteering often leads to unexpected friendships. When you work alongside others who share your passion for a cause, bonds are formed naturally through shared experiences and a common purpose. You know, sometimes the most important relationship we need to cultivate is the one we have with ourselves. If we're constantly criticizing ourselves for feeling lonely, or judging ourselves for not being better at connecting with others, we're only deepening the hole of isolation. It's time to practice self-compassion. Recognize that it's okay to feel lonely. It's a human emotion, just like joy or sadness. Allow yourself to feel those emotions without judgment. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same care and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Remember, seeking support is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge our struggles and reach out for help. In today's digital age, technology can be both a blessing and a curse when it comes to loneliness. While it's true that excessive social media use can sometimes fuel feelings of inadequacy and comparison, we can also harness the power of technology to foster meaningful connections. Social media platforms can be valuable tools for staying connected with loved ones who live far away. Video calls allow us to see the smiles on our grandchildren's faces, even if we can't be there in person. And for those who are homebound due to health issues or mobility challenges, online forums and support groups provide a lifeline to the outside world. Remember, technology is a tool. It's up to us to use it in a way that enhances our lives and fosters connection rather than isolation. When loneliness feels overwhelming, it's essential to have healthy coping mechanisms to navigate those difficult emotions. That's where mindfulness and self-care practices come in. Taking time for ourselves isn't selfish, it's essential for our well-being. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can help quiet the noise of our thoughts and bring us back to the present moment. When we're grounded in the here and now, we're less likely to get swept away by feelings of loneliness and despair. And don't underestimate the power of self-care. Whether it's taking a long bath, curling up with a good book, or going for a walk in nature, engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation can significantly impact our mood and reduce stress levels. As we wrap up this exploration of loneliness, I want you to remember that you are not alone on this journey. Millions of people around the world are facing the same challenges, yearning for connection and belonging. The first step is often the hardest, but with each act of courage, with each attempt to reach out, we chip away at the walls of isolation and create space for genuine connection. For deeper insights into loneliness, coping strategies, and personal stories, check out our blog for detailed articles and resources. We've compiled a wealth of information to support you on your journey to connection. If you have specific questions or need further assistance in overcoming loneliness, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here to support you every step of the way. Please visit our website at bioandbrainhealthinfo.com for extensive resources on overcoming loneliness and improving mental health. Don't hesitate to contact us for additional support. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, vulnerability is our strength and connection is possible. Now I'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs in the comments below. Let's create a community of support and encouragement, because together we can overcome loneliness. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content on mental health and well-being.